Good morning from Farmington, New Mexico. I did my workout this morning, 20 minutes of the elliptical machine, but I missed yesterday mainly because my work and being on travel. Uh, I'm with two of my bosses today, and I had to pick them up yesterday. They flew into Albuquerque one came from Las Vegas, Nevada, and the other one came from Salt Lake City, Utah. But anyway, uh, we left Albuquerque, and I had a good breakfast. I made breakfast for myself, bacon, eggs, and toast. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a day of travel all day, and I'll tell you here in a second. But we the purpose of our travel was to tour the reservation, Navajo Reservation. So we made a few stops along the way. We stopped at a place called Escrito, which is between Counselor and Naizi, right there by Liebrook, right next to Liebrook. And we visited with a gentleman by the name of Teddy Lopez. And it turns out he's a cousin to my wife. And so he promoted a couple of things. One is the family reunion. I guess they're planning a family reunion coming up this summer. And then the other one is he's trying to start a little business there. He's got an allotment of land with the family, and so he's gonna kind of like people that are tourists that are traveling, a place where they can stay, that kind of a thing. And so we talked to him about that because that's part of my work is I help people start their own businesses or go back to school or find a better job. Anyway, so we went there, and then as we made our way to Farmington, we almost got into a head-on collision, and I'm the driver. And this we were talking the whole time, but I saw this car come. He was coming towards us, but he swerved clear across to our side, and he went off the road, up the embankment, and then came back onto the highway in front of us. That's where I slammed on my brakes, and we just missed him. We were going so fast, there was no time for us to come to a complete stop, and so we just missed each other. He kept swerving back over to his side and off the road on that side. So we stopped, turned around to go check him out, and luckily an off-duty EMT, he also saw it, and so he stopped to also check on the driver, and it was an older man, and when we opened his car door, all that alcohol smell came out. So either he passed out or he was just too drunk to drive, but he kept saying he was fine. The EMT encouraged him to not drive, to go to the clinic to make sure he was okay, but he insisted, and then he drove off. I wish there was a police around that could have stopped him. Anyway, that got our hearts going. That woke us up. We got to Farmington. These two guys wanted some Navajo food, but I think they were uncomfortable going to Northern Edge Casino. That's where I usually go for mutton stew and fry bread. But I remembered Ashki's restaurant in Farmington, so I took them there. It was pretty warm. It was pretty hot yesterday. They ordered first, and they ordered the mutton stew and the fry bread, and I was thinking it is too hot today to eat mutton stew. So I had half of a Navajo burger. Sounds good when you say half a Navajo burger, right? If you have a whole Navajo burger, that's 2 hamburger patties on either a tortilla or a fry bread. So when you have a half a Navajo burger, That's just like a regular burger. It's one patty. Anyway, uh, so that's where we ate, and trying to get in shape. On travel on the road, eating becomes a situation. Anyway, so we ate there, and we were behind schedule uh, because of all the events that was happening. So we had an appointment in Shiprock. We raced out to Shiprock and met with another person there in Shiprock, and then we had an appointment in Tisnospas, and we had to race out there. And I was hoping we had enough time where I could take these guys to Four Corners Monument. We were way behind schedule, and we still had some more appointments. And by the time we finished in Tisnospas, it was about, let me think, it was about 4 o'clock. Yeah, I think it was about 4 o'clock, and we had to race back into Farmington to meet with about four guys and do an actual training. Normally I do these trainings on my own, but since I had my two bosses, they wanted to participate. So they actually did most of the training, and it was nice. I enjoyed it, uh, to sit there and listen and enjoy the training instead of me giving the training. Uh, where have they been my whole life? Anyway, we finished there. Took us about a little over an hour. We were going to be late to Durango. We raced up to Durango. We were about a half hour late. Um, we did the training there, and we finished. It was probably about, I think it was after 10 o'clock last night in Durango. And that's when, by the way, so I had breakfast that morning, like I said, bacon, eggs, and toast. And then we didn't eat again till after 1 o'clock. And of course, I mentioned on here that I'm diabetic. And I had the half a Navajo burger. And then we didn't eat again until maybe it wasn't 10. I lost track of the time, but it was late last night. We ate McDonald's, of all places. But we were all tired. It'd been a long day. We'd driven 420 miles altogether, and they were hungry and they wanted something quick. And I told them I don't eat McDonald's, but I went ahead and I ordered the number 2, which is a quarter pounder with cheese. After I ate that, on the way back to Farmington, because that's where we stayed last night. Well, I'm still here at the hotel. Anyway, I started to feel not good. I started to feel, part of it was up here. I was thinking, oh, I ate McDonald's, so I felt bad about that. And then the actual food in my body, McDonald's just doesn't sit with me well. And anyway, and I had missed working out yesterday, and my goal is to do at least 20 minutes of cardio every day for 2 weeks till I get used to it. And so I had to get up this morning. I went down to the workout room and put my 20 minutes in I did the elliptical machine today. And I normally break out in hives, and I can feel it. My face is itchy right now. My arms, although the hives are not big, you can see red spots on it. I don't know if you can see if I can get this camera. You can see some red spots on my arm. And that's normally when I'm starting up exercising, that I don't know what it is, that happens until after I'm consistent and my body gets used to it, and then that doesn't happen anymore. So I'm going through that right now, and I can see I'm wearing my Oregon State Beavers shirt from the Las Vegas Bowl. I don't remember how many years ago this was. I don't even know if it says a year on here. I went to the Vegas Bowl a couple times when the BYU Cougars were there, and after the game they were selling these half off. all the prices were cut in half. That's the best time to buy stuff. Anyway, it's a good workout shirt. Well, working out, being consistent, being on the road, and I'm on the road all the time. My job is such that I'm on travel a lot, and so eating selecting the right foods to eat. That's the thing, and that's the situation. Well, I've gone on. I've made this way longer than I wanted it to be. I need to get ready. I got to grab breakfast, something to eat, and then we're going to hit the road again. Our schedule today is we got to get to Holbrook. We're going to do a training there, get to Winslow, do a training there, and then head out to Chinle. Along the way, we're probably going to visit with some other people. And then, I'm with these two guys until next Wednesday, and every day is like this. We're just going to be busy from morning until late in the evening. Well, I'll sign off the air. I got to do better on food choices, being consistent with my workout. I'm just trying to get my body right now where the metabolism goes up a little bit. I'm used to working out, and then I'll increase the intensity after 2 weeks. And hopefully I can start to burn fat at that time. And hopefully by July 1st, I want to add the weightlifting and do that for 2 months. Before this, I hope I get drawn on the bear hunt for August. If not, I hope I get drawn for a deer hunt or an elk hunt in September. So I've got until that time to lose some weight, get in shape where I can hike up and down the mountains as I hunt. I usually do get something when I go hunting. So hopefully it'll be a successful year for me in that regard. Successful in the workouts. I hope you have a good day. I will talk to you later. Oh, and I have a lot of hats, and this is the only one I packed. Should have brought a few more workout hats next time.